Hello, fellow witches. Happy Tarot Tuesday. I am in the process of getting things together. Part of that is doing better lighting and my magical space cleansed. Unfortunately, when you wear glasses, this is what you get, is a bunch of crap. So I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Look at the camera sideways, I guess, so it doesn't glare directly on me. I don't know. So anyway, I want to do another walkthrough this week, and this week I am going to do the Seasons of the Witch. This is the Yule Oracle. I literally just brought this home. I have not even opened it. I haven't gone through it yet, so we're going to do it together today, and then we will do a little interview spread at the end. So stay tuned. All right, so today we're going to do Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. This is, I just got these into the shop and I ordered two. A friend of mine and myself ended up taking both of these home. Rockpool Publishing has, I gotta find something to cut this open. So Rockpool Publishing has something really fun going on with this series, because this is a series. Of course, this is the Yule, but there are several other sorry, that's probably really loud. So on Kickstarter, they have a box set that's going to be available. You can buy the box. It is going to be big enough to fit every single one of the oracle decks out. I have kind of made it a mission to start collecting these, so as each of the seasons come up, we're going to add another one to the collection. Now, I'm not a huge, you'll find out as I go through these, I'm not a huge oracle person. I do a lot more tarot than I do oracle, but I use oracle to assist me sometimes with readings. I do like witchy ones. I have a handful of those. So you'll see me do more tarot than oracle, but I am going to do this and get all of them. So we'll be doing that periodically through 2025. And what better way to start than with Yule? So the box set is on Kickstarter. There is several options if you don't want to cough up with all 8 sets at once with the box, like it's over $300, I think. You can get just the box, and then you can piece these together throughout the year as you see fit. But I think, you know, of course, I think it's a better deal if you do the box. So with the decks, I don't like putting them in boxes. Mine are displays, which I may show that here at one point. I'm not sure why that is shaking like that. That's really weird. Okay, I'm trying, like I said, trying to update and do some new things with the camera, so bear with me as we go through different videos, and you know, I work on trying to figure this shit out. So okay, I have not gone through this, so we're going to go through it together. Kind of your standard box, like I like the moon. Gives you a little bit on the back. Rockpool Publishing, like I said, if you want to back that, look it up on Kickstarter. But these are pretty standard for most oracle decks, I want to say, is the slide off top. Okay, Rockpool Oracle reading cards. Oh, there's an app. Oh, you guys, go check out the app. That would be fun. I'll leave this up here for a second, so if you want to check it out, you can do that. So, oh, how cool. Okay, again, these are wrapped. Let's see, we've got the moon phase with the hands, and looks like little ribbons around each one of the cards here. Let me see if I can get some lighting a little better. Maybe that's a little better. I can't tell. That might be a little better. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to catch the top one here, so I do apologize. There's just no getting away from trying to use lighting and not having it look like crap. So, okay, let me see if I can get this open. I hate using scissors. I hate using pretty much everything just because I'm going to try and use scissors here. I don't want to damage the cards before I even get them out. If I damage them, I want it to be my fault and not through something stupid unboxing. Okay. So now that we have them unboxed, I can see that these are green edged. They're gilded, but they are green. That is gorgeous. I think they're all this way. But yeah, beautiful cards. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've got good lighting. That's good. Okay, I just wanted to kind of stand up over my... Okay, so the first one is Yule Log. I'm going to... These are nice card stocks too. These are not flimsy. They're pretty thick. The only thing with some of the gildeds that I've known, after a while, and they do take a lot of like riffling, you'll lose some of that gilded, but God, these are gorgeous. These are beautiful. Okay, 44 cards, I take it, because this is number 44. This is Yule Log. Insert me with a bleeding thought, a sacred creation birthed from thy. I am God, I am goddess. I am creation and the creator. And your Yule Log. So I think that's really cool. I did bring up my water just because if you've ever done this, which I have done this, took a drink of water, went down the wrong pipe, and then you're dying, choking, and it jacks up your throat. Well, that's exactly what just happened to me, so that's what we have going on now. I'm trying to chug water just because I am super dry, and sorry, I think what's going on is my chair is hitting my tripod, so I'll try that again. So yeah, I think these are all going to be very witchy and Yule themed. Wreath, number 43. There, in the circle of life, tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. I think that's beautiful. Number 42 is Wise Men. If it wasn't for the familiar songs that echo through my spine, I would have lost what is lost and never found my purpose. I like that. This will be interesting to do an interview on. 41 is The Unknown. Think on it and you will stumble, for the heart is a ghost upon the unknown. Let it bleed unto the depths, bearing nothing but desire. As a Virgo, I know all about overthinking. Number 40, Turning Inward. Inside this veil of bone and flesh, I lie my soul to sleep. All the truths within thy breathe have come to greet me. Oh, within thy breath have come to greet me. These are nice. Like, I think these might be really good assisters. If not reading, we'll go through the book here and kind of look. Tranquility. In thy womb of blissful quieting and calmness, and calming stillness, lives the world of words spellbound to the silence. Nothing like being alone, you know? Telling stories. What words so tender can be spoken so bravely, unless they are true from the truest of words? Number 37. I'm sorry, OCD here, but I just can't. Okay. Storm. As within, and so without. There are storms a-coming, and change without doubt. Almost speaking spells. with each one of these cards too, you know. 36 is star. Follow the stars, for they know best. Not too light, not too dark. A shimmer of what is coming next. Oh, squirrel medicine, number 35. Pitter patter, plan ahead. Keep silent in your path's desire. No eyes or ears shall see you coming. A well-deserved reveal. Absolutely. Solstice. We are just a couple weeks away from that. All hail the cunning truth in which it burns deep within root. Rise above the ashes and claim. The gods are awaiting your glory, your name. Oh, I love these. Very, very 'tis the season. This might be a set that I can use for every Sabbath, because I think that's how they have these. So number 33 is snow. There is beauty in the divine that settles on the flesh. A magical enchantment bestowed in purity. Absolutely. 32 is silent night. If by night the world should sleep, a sleep so deep, the silence be deafening. There would be sound, nothing at all nothing would sound. If by night the world should sleep, a sleep so deep, the silence be deafening. There would be sound, nothing at all nothing would sound. It's almost a tongue twister. Self-care. If not me, then who? To tend to a wholeness, the parts in which surrender thy pulse, for a heart that's never... Oh, geez. Let me try this again. If not me, then who? To tend to a wholeness, the parts in which surrender thy pulse, for a heart that nearer than any other. That's right. Self-care. Take care of yourself. Ringing the bells. Ring thy bell to cast them out. Ring thy bell and dance about. Swirl the sounds amidst the winds, nowhere to hide, for all will ring. Bells are beautiful any time of year, but with snow on the ground, you know. Remembering. Oh, how thy glimpse glimmer in the darkness of sights, never forgotten, never still, yet pacing in the mind in the twilight of the night. Wow. Reindeer medicine. Journey into the depths of your soul. An awakening of sights revealed. It is time for no time at all. For all is presently here. Poinsettia. Cast the shadows, scream silence at them, dear witch. What lurks inside transforms into the most beautiful of beauty. That is so true. Perseverance. Stay in the power, dear child, for thy lonely is never alone. When the world is dreadful upon thy, turn to the spirits within thy. Absolutely. Ornaments. So it is a remembrance of what once was, and with what will be, a fragile beauty beaming upon thy. I love ornaments. Ornaments are my favorite thing to collect for my tree. Offerings, 24. I give to you my heart's intent, wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness. Devotion in exchange for your presence. Here I am gifting my essence. I love that. Mother Mary. Into the arms of a mothering embrace swells a wisdom full of grace. In thy bosom, where she whispers, sleeps the eye of winter. Mistletoe. What dreams may come from the borrowing of ivy held tight within the womb. A calling in of sorts, a spell from above. Holy holly. Merriment. What joy, what glee beams from the sounds of voices, uplifting the webs of sorrow, glimmering as if no tomorrow. Light. Hope is but a word casting the unseen. Let there be light where light is but a dream. I love these. These are beautiful. Hearth, may your warmth take in the gazing flame, upon the shivers they melt away. That is your heart, your home, your hearth. Gratitude. All that I am and all that I'll be, forever in gratitude I'll eternally be. Always. Gather, gather, festive witches, speak of joy and drink to wishes. Take one, give two, celebrating all blisses. That's got to be my favorite so far. Gatherings. Frost. Ice cold, melting in time, a frozen glance at what lies behind, what lies ahead, what lies within, and the chilling frost of thy undead. Forest. It is without question a place of mystery. Whispers of power you've forgotten. Let thy strength crawl from beneath the ground and remind you, dear child, you are magic. I think that's, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go through them first. Then we'll do a reading and read from the book, and then I will kind of do my overview. So, feasting, because it is between Thanksgiving and Christmas, so much feasting. Let us feast upon the nourishing, and be thankful for thy feast. Nor here nor there, yet everywhere it be. Father Christmas, how did thy get here? Lost, perhaps? No worries at all. Gather yourself and clear the frost, for the good still lives in you, dear. Aww. Family, of course. This season is all about family too. Thy love is present in the presence of thee, a comforting veil that warms the heart and hugs the soul. Absolutely. Falling in love, the thorns of roses rip open the heart, only for thy petals to bleed into thy soul. Wow. Dove medicine. Thy wings are thick and strong, I see, for they have battled the most unforgiving winds. Be proud, be free, my child, go on, soar like never be. Love it. Darkest hour, because we are in that. There, in the void of thy darkness, swells the shadow of the soul, swallowing the wickedness into the blackness of its wholeness. Oh my gosh, the words. There, in the void of thy darkness, swells the shadow of the soul, swallowing the wickedness into the blackness of its wholeness. Wow. I'm going to be curious what she has for these definitions. Crone. Thy wisdom befriends the honor in which weaves within blood, a harrowing call from the depths of your sacredness. Contemplation. It breathes in the stillness of all that is, exhaling all that isn't, coming from the ends of the starts and the highest of the lows. Here I grasp for the answers to unfold. That's what we do when we contemplate. Our cold moon, which is our December moon. Take with thy the dearest of moments. Release me for their tongue and nourish me with light. Release me for their tongue and nourish me with light. Chills. Upon my flesh, within thy bones, quivers a crawling frozen in numbness. Shall I ignore or shall I bestow it? A frozen knowing looks back at thy soul. I like that one too. Ceremony. I call upon those heralds of winter, dimming light for better sight. Hear thy praise spilling from thy lips. A spell I'll cast for thy spirits in me. Then we have cardinal medicine. Thyself bleeds the sacredness, an honor fit for the gods. You are worth all the seas and all the skies, and all the desires you hold inside. I love that one too. Candle magic. Finger the spine and caress thy lips. Light the spell spilling from your grip. And number 1 is bear medicine. There is no tomorrow without the healing of the past, for in stillness you shall find yourself right where you are. These are really good. So like I said, they do come with a book, and they do have some, ooh, let's see. Well, I want to see, I've seen some card layouts. Let's see. Okay. 3 card. Oh, they do have an interview your deck. I have my own spread, but we're going to use hers with this deck. Yeah, there's 3. Lorianne Juliet, illustrated by Gita Rose. Okay. Okay, let me set this up just a little bit differently, and I will be right back, and we'll do a interview. Okay. We're going to do the interview. Maybe this will work out a little better. I don't know. I'm just trying different things here, so we're going to figure it out together. Okay, so there's a interview in the deck, in the book here. I think it's more cards than I normally do, so okay. Either way, I am going to do some shuffling here. With these being gilded, like, I kind of don't want to riffle them yet, just because I know they will, I'll mess up the edges quicker. These, yeah, even ramming them like that will do that. And, you know, obviously when you get a new deck, you want to do this quite a bit. Because you don't want a bunch in order when you pull them. And of course, sometimes they like to stick, so I definitely am a little rough pulling them, just because you want to pull them apart. Ooh, I don't like the sound of that one. Yeah, damaged a card already. So really, like, there's no nice way to do this. You're going to damage your cards eventually. And I don't know, a good used deck has so much character anyway, so. Okay. Okay. That was a chunk of them, but. So we'll leave it there. And let's see, we have, I want to do the spread that she's doing. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get these off of my cloth. Oops. Ooh, you might have seen that. I didn't. 6 and 7. Okay. So we have the 7 cards. You know, there are several different interview spreads, Pinterest. People talk about them online, or they're in some of the books. So go with one that you really like, and then use it for all of your decks, because this is normally something I do with every single new deck that I bring home before I even do any readings with it, is interview it. I want to see how this is going to work, how we're going to cooperate, how we're going to, you know, work together, what lessons they may have to teach me, things of that. So, okay, so first card, what personality does this deck have? We have offerings. I'll read these again. I give you my heart's intent, wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness. Devotion in exchange for your presence. I am here gifting my essence. Okay, so let's look it up and we will read what 24 is. All right, devotion, exchange, and balance. So again, what personality does this deck have? I give to you my heart's intent, wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness. Devotion in exchange for your presence. I am gifting my essence. Okay, so it does give you that again. Do you finish what you start? Do you show your commitment through devotion to your craft and self-mastery? Offerings are an essential part of magic. They show your willingness to commit to your art through sacrificing something such as your time, money, or an idea you've held on to. All worthwhile things will require an offering from you. Perhaps to change careers, you need to take classes to receive a certification. This is an offering of time and money and may mean sacrificing your social life or time at home. To move to an exotic place will mean saying goodbye to your loved ones in favor of new experiences and adventures. Whatever you give up will be replaced by something bigger and more aligned with your soul. Offerings reminds you that you cannot take shortcuts on the journey to your desires. You must be willing to put in the work and to do what is required of you to manifest your dreams. Remember that a novice never becomes a master overnight. Stay the course and learn your craft. Stay the course and your craft. This message is amplified for you if Forest also appears in your spread. Well, we'll see if Forest comes in. But I look at this as offerings of how this deck is going to work with me is going to be a good reminder for me to follow through with things. So that's a great way. That's what kind of personality, again, what personality does this deck have? It's going to remind me. It's going to be that piece that I need to move forward. Okay, so number 2 is Darkest Hour. Still trying to get over a cold that is lingering so long. So what is your strength? Ooh, Darkest Hour. Let's see. 9, 11, 10, 9. Okay, Darkest Hour. There in the void of thy darkness swells the shadow of the soul, swallowing the wickedness into the blackness of its wholeness. That was the word vomit there. Let's see. This is, again, oh, I need to keep this. What is your strength? Okay. Light and darkness go hand in hand. Just as the day turns into night, the soul must also go through periods of highs and lows. A low is called the dark of the soul, a period where you feel lost, confused, and removed from your spirit. Everyone will experience a dark night of the soul at some point, and you will likely experience many over your lifetime. It is common for the darkest night to appear during times of extreme stress and disruption. And while this process isn't pleasant and you will undoubtedly lose some things, things will be forever the better when you emerge from the journey. The darkest hour has appeared because you are being asked to examine what is absolutely necessary for joy. Is it money? Is it love? Is it fame or respect? Imagine being free of it. The darkest hour reminds you that material things are not necessary for happiness. That happiness is something that is available to you with or without material success. You may feel as though you have to be where you are, but that isn't true. You are being guided to find true happiness within your spirit. Do not be afraid of change and do not be scared to let go. Doing so means you can see the light, even when life feels hopeless. Self-focused happiness provides a guiding light when you are lost in the darkest hour. It will point the way home and help you to recover. I don't know if there's much more explanation to that. Like, what is your strength? This deck is going to help me through my darkest hour. Like, that's perfectly positioned for this time of year. This is when people address, you know, going inward, doing the inner work, the shadow work, all that. Like that's beautiful. So what is that's the strength. Okay, what is the weakness with this deck? The crone. Huh, great. So 8 is the crone. All right. Thy wisdom befriends the honor in which weaves within blood, a harrowing call from the depths of your sacredness. Okay, so we have the crone as the weakness. The wisest among us are the ones who've lived and experienced life over many years. They are the ones who know where to look and how to see past illusions. They are the ones who will greet us with warm eyes and tight hugs, who we know will love us no matter our faults. If you have a wise crone of a woman in your life, hold on to them dearly, for they have wisdom far beyond your years. Pulling crone is a sign to seek guidance from someone more experienced. Your situation may need another party to act as a mediator or to help you see things from an unbiased point of view. It is likely to be a woman or someone with a womanly quality who will help you. This person can be a family member, but may also be someone who is not related but feels like a mother, grandmother, or sister. Just remember, wisdom deserves respect and humility. When seeking knowledge, be willing to consider what you're seeking help, because you do not know all the answers. Okay, so not that this is necessarily a weakness, but maybe because of who I seek out for counsel could be my weakness. So I think that's why that's coming up here, just to be mindful of who I seek for counsel. Since, like I said, card number 3 is what your weakness is. So maybe my choice in picking the crones in my life is not great for advice. Either way, that is something that's coming across as a weakness in this reading with this deck. So how will you help me grow? Contemplation. Damn, that couldn't have been better. This, yeah, contemplation. How are you going to help me grow? See, this is why I say you need to shuffle them for a long time, because I have 9, 8, and 7. But, I mean, they're coming up the way they're coming for a reason. So, okay, how will you help me grow? Keywords: reflection, review, and lessons learned. There we go. It breathes in the stillness of all that is, exhaling all that isn't. Coming from the ends of the starts and the highest of the lows. Here I gasp for the answers to unfold. Things naturally slow down through the cold months, making winter a prime season for contemplation. When days are short, nights are freezing, and the outdoor options are limited, there's often little else to do but think about your life. It's natural to examine how your life measures up to your idea of success, and reflection is a critical component to any successful path. There are times for planning and times for action, but reviewing your progress is how you learn and change course when necessary. You are being guided to reflect on your situation. Are there things you could have done differently? Is there still time to change your situation for the better or salvage anything after the damage? Knowing where you can improve will help you to be better prepared should you find yourself in this situation again. Contemplation can also be a boost to your self-worth. How did you succeed in the situation? Are there any things you can pat yourself on the back about? Acknowledge your shortcomings by making a plan to do better next time, and celebrate your wins because you deserve to. So, and I think with this, a lot of times, because literally have found myself doing that, so I'm glad this came up, is how I can better grow. Contemplation, when we start doing that, we can be our own worst critic, and we can nitpick every little wrong thing that we've done in our life or this past year and go, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. But what this card also is mentioning is to pat yourself on the back and give yourself the acknowledgement for the things that you did succeed at. Like, it is a balance of light and dark, and that is where we need to, recognize both sides of this and not just the dark not just what we failed at, not just what we feel like we didn't succeed at. Contemplation is both, you know, what we succeeded and what we can still learn from those experiences and still grow. So I think contemplation in ways this deck will help me grow was perfectly placed. So I love that. Okay, so let's move on to number 8, and that, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When should I call on you for guidance? This is interesting. Chills. Dude, I'm cold all winter. I go through chills all the time. But maybe that's exactly what it's asking if I'm standing outside. You know how you get the chills? And you say, ooh, someone just walked over my grave kind of feeling? That's what I feel like that's going to happen here. So when should I call on you for guidance? So chills. 5. Upon my flesh within thy bones quivers a crawling, frozen in numbness. Shall I ignore or shall I bestow it? A frozen knowing looks back at thy soul. Your body is an intelligent being providing you with warning signs when you are in danger. Chills are one of these signs, and they warn you to seek shelter and warmth so that you do not freeze. Just like the body or soul provides you with warning signs in the form of your intuition or the gut feeling that tells you something isn't right, sacred soul, your awareness is needed now. You may be heading into a situation that can be avoided. There are red flags and clues that you have been ignoring. You may have felt the creepy feeling of something is off, but without proof, your ego tries to convince you that your feelings are misguided or premature. Do not dismiss what you feel. There is still time to seek shelter from the cold before getting caught at night in the snow. Damn. Really? Sorry. Gotta drink water. What the hell? So, this is going to be my go-to deck when I feel like something's off. Something's not right. The chills are coming in. Time to go do a reading. So, okay, I will be calling on that one. And the thing is, like, try to stick to it, you know, for a while. For the season, try to stick to that theme or that calling for the season. Because I'm sure if you use these oracle decks throughout the year with the different habits, there's going to be the same interview. So you'll have that card for each season on when to be, you know, when to call, when the deck is calling. So, okay. Number 6, what is the best way to work with you? If this is number 4, the shuffling sucks. Oh, good. 27. Poinsettia. What is the best way to work with you? $27. Beauty in darkness, transformation, shadow work. Gee. Huh. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be a shadow work deck. Cast the shadows, scream silence at them, dear witch. What lurks inside transforms into the most beautiful of beauty. Often mistaken as flowers, poinsettias are shrubs native to Mexico. Despite growing all year long, you'll be hard-pressed to find one much past New Year's Day. They have become a symbol of beauty during the cold, wintry months. The bright red leaves against the equally brilliant backdrop of green make them an easy choice to weave into Yule decor. But the vibrant crimson you see during Christmas is not their natural color. Poinsettias must remain in complete darkness for at least 12 hours a day over 5 days, a process called photoparadism. There is an important lesson here. Poinsettias show us the way to find beauty in dark spaces. I love it. Just like mushrooms. Give us shit and we'll grow rabid, you know? You have pulled poinsettia because your hardships, mistakes, and shortcomings are your beauty in the darkness. You may feel called to hide them for a time where they will slowly morph into something new. When they are finally free to come to light, you will find your mistakes are stunning representations of your strength and determination to succeed, despite your past. But these parts of you cannot come to light without your help. They must be recovered if they are ever to be admired in the light. This process is called shadow work, and when you are brave enough to enter the darkness, you will return wholly transformed. You are being guided to seek out your hidden parts. You may think others will judge you for things you've done. That is a natural feeling to have, but know this. Those parts have made you who you are. They give you character where others are hollow. They've taught you lessons that have contributed to your growth. There is still so much to learn from these parts. Shadow deck. I get it. Okay. And finally, what will our relationship be like? Snow. But snow is beautiful, so to me. So that should be a wonderful partnership. So let me find number 33. What will our relationship be like? Softness, patience, allowing. There is beauty in the divine that settles on thy flesh, a magical enchantment bestowed in purity. How beautiful is a white winter Christmas. It's as if the heavens cover the world in a blanket of purity and blessings. The air seems fresher, everything looks brighter and cleaner. When snow falls, it feels like little drops of wisdom are falling from the cosmos. Each flurry offers a chance to connect with the divine for wisdom and guidance. Water has long been associated with access to the spiritual realm, and snow's healing properties are very similar. But water can be overwhelming, chaotic, and a massive force. Snow is soft, pure, and gentle whispers, allowing its healing to settle lightly upon you, rather than being overwhelmed by an enormous flood. Snow is falling in your spread as a reminder to soften. There is no need to know everything at once, nor is there any reason to rush. Allow things to gently come to you over time. Operating from a place of force is when mistakes happen. Or worse, you can end up running over everything and everyone in your path, causing more obstacles, heartache, and disruptions. Snow reminds you that force breaks more than it creates. Be gentle as you move ahead and trust that all will be revealed in due time. What a beautiful, gentle deck. It's going to assist. It's going to help. It's going to make me contemplate. It's going to make me remind me to commit, you know? It's definitely a shadow. Like, yeah, this is a great deck. I think the way these are done, and if you know anything about the Wheel of the Year, when Yule begins, it goes clear until, what is the next one? Candlemas? Imbolc? February? So like that whole time in January that we're working towards Imbolc, you have all this time to work with this deck. So I think this is going to be beautiful. A great, great one a day. Readings, like there was several different readings in the book. Like she gave you a few different layouts. See, so we have the 3-card spread. She gives you a few things. Then we have the interview. Then we have the Christmas cross tarot spread, very much similar to the regular Celtic cross. And we have the evergreen wreath. I like that one. 4 cards. Where are you right now? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to embrace? What is likely to happen after taking these steps? The Star Tarot spread. The Winter Care spread. Like she does a few in here. And the New Year Ahead. These I love doing. If you've never done a year ahead spread, I think I might do one as a collective. And we will do one on YouTube because I haven't done any YouTube lives yet. So I may do a live and we may use this just because I really want to do this more with all of the decks that I have. And what better way to break in than to, it might be fun, do an oracle and then do a tarot and then compare and see as we go through the year. Like this is when you need a journal. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to switch camera views one more time and we're going to close this out. Okay, guys. So, where I was going to go with this while I was talking to you sideways was I have the online coven that I talked about, 2 years ago? it's now active. It is now on, I'm just doing a private Facebook group on Facebook. You will have to sign up on my website, which is crystalmoonwitchery.com. There is the Coven subscription. Once you sign up there, it's $10 a month. So once you sign up there, you will be given access to the private Facebook group link. You will have to provide the email that you signed up with in order to gain entry, so I can check. But I think this is something that if you want to follow up with and you want to kind of go through the year as we go, when I do this year spread, I think that'll be something that we definitely cover in the Coven as kind of a checkpoint every month as we go through. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if it's bags, medication. That looks terrible. Looks like my freaking eye is all bruised. I don't know what that is, so kindly ignore. I don't know what's going on, but it looks terrible. So yeah, I think that is what I'm gonna do for next month. I'll do a live one here on YouTube, but I'm definitely going to dissect this a little more in the Coven. So if you have not checked it out, go sign up on the website, and we're going to get started in January here. I have a ton of things planned, but have been just hesitating, holding off. I think now's a good enough time as any to start advertising and, you know, start this thing going. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I do have a ton more videos that I want to do, so expect a lot more on the YouTube channel, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And we'll see you again next week for, maybe we'll do an actual tarot deck next week. So all right, guys,